Guys, I'm so excited. This is amazing. Today I'm heading out to 66 Books. It's a giant book warehouse in the middle of nowhere. And every few months they open up their doors to the public and there's a queue for several hours, but they give away books at a heavily discounted price. So you know when you've got a new book, it might cost you $15.99, $17.99, $21, $24. Apparently they're giving books away for like £2, £3, fresh new books, because it's a massive book warehouse and they have it at a discounted price and they just give it away. And people take boxes and they just come back with like 40, 50 books. Crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go do that. I'm excited. Hopefully I will have avoided a massive queue. Apparently it comes down at lunchtime, but people are queuing from like 8 AM. Guys, I'm so excited. This is amazing.
Excuse me, you're not the doctor or a nurse, are you?
No. Is everything okay?
Sorry?
Oh my gosh. Look at Brooke. I loved that. I'm definitely going again. Everything was 70% off. And the people were lovely. That's something I have to say. The people who worked there were so nice, so friendly. Come back again. Wonderful. So if you can get yourself down to Hemel Hempstead, get yourself there. The warehouse is huge. You only pay a £2 fee, like a £2 membership fee, and it covers you and your household for the entire year. So it's well worth it. And it was like a fun little day out. So I'll show you some of the books I got. I actually didn't get that many. I only got 6. So let me show you. I've got a little book haul here. So book number 1. So this is The Reluctant Fundamentalist. Now I read a book by this author, Mateen Hamid, this year, and it was one of the best things I'd read in a long time. I loved it. It was called The Last White Man. There's a film of this book too. And I started reading it a little while ago, so I'm excited to have a copy so I can finish it. And oh, I love that new book smell. Brand new books. Look at this cover. You can't even tell, maybe. It's so glossy. And it was £3, less than that. Love it. The next book I got, I've been meaning to read for so long. Every single time somebody has brought up this book, they have loved it. So this is Sula by Toni Morrison. I already have a lot of, you know, sort of respect for Toni Morrison, but I have not read this one yet. And it's about these 2 young girls, and I think one of them gets accused of being, I think she gets accused of being a witch. I'm just very intrigued by this book. I don't know much about it, but everyone I know who's read it has been raving about it. So I had to read it. This feels like one of those canonical texts. You just kind of have to, you know what I mean? You know, I'm excited. This is a bit of a random one, but this is Passing by Nella Larson. And as the title might suggest, it's kind of about, I think it discusses race and white passing. And honestly, I was just curious. So I just picked it up. I don't know too much about this, but I just picked it up. I was intrigued by the title. I read the blurb to see if it was vaguely along the lines of what I was thinking. It was, and I said, great, that's one for me. The next book I picked up, I'm so excited. The Stepford Wives. There's a movie. You probably watched the movie. I am so excited. You know what's so funny is that all these books so far are like really small texts. And it wasn't even an intentional decision. I think I'm really interested in sort of short literature at the moment. I just finished reading last night Letter to My Father by Franz Kafka. Wow, so good. Anyway, I can't wait to read The Stepford Wives. This might be the first one I read. This might be the first one I read. Yeah, give us those like chilly, creepy vibes. Just in case you don't know about it, all the people All the beautiful people live in idyllic Stepford, Connecticut, an affluent suburban Eden populated with successful, satisfied husbands and beautiful, dutiful wives. Beautiful, dutiful wives. For Joanna, newly arrived with her husband and 2 children, it seems too good to be true, from the sweet welcome wagon lady to all those cheerful, friendly faces in the supermarket checkout lines. But beneath the town's flawless surface, something is sordid and wrong, something abominable, with its roots in the local men's association, and it may already be too late for Joanna to save herself from being devoured by Stepford's hideous perfection. I'm excited. This is a bit of a random one. But I picked up The Course of Love by Alain de Botton. I read another one of his books. What was it called? I might say at the beginning. Essays in Love. There we go. I read Essays in Love. Oh, he published it when he was 23 years old. I read Essays in Love and I really enjoyed it. So I'm just kind of in the mood for reading about love, a little bit of, you know, his kind of style, this kind of part essay, part narrative book. Again, look at, brand new, they feel so nice and glossy. And then, bit of an outlier, but I picked up, and I will explain in a minute, I picked up Adult Daughters of Narcissistic Mothers by Stephanie M. Kreisberg. So I would like to clarify, I did not pick this up because I have a narcissistic mother, nor do I think she's narcissistic, not at all. I picked this up because I'm really interested in childhood developmental theory. So I'm really interested in like how children are raised and how that affects them. So I do a lot of reading into psychology and watching videos around psychology, and I'm really fascinated specifically around childhood developmental theory. So this is why I picked this up, just to see what I could learn about that. So yeah, a bit of an outlier, but I thought I'd pick up all these books. This book alone, the retail price is £18.95, and I got all these books for about £18.95. Like, that's amazing. All 6. I'm definitely gonna go back there. I'm so excited. Comment down below if you'd like me to talk about any of these books on this channel, / which books you'd be interested in hearing about. I'm so happy, and I'm definitely going back to that warehouse and getting like 50 books, but I kept it small because I wanted to get books that I was actually going to read quite soon, rather than getting lost and buying 100 books and then like not reading them for ages. Like, these are books that I'm very intrigued to read now, or at least very soon, you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave it a like, and I will see you tomorrow for a new Vlogmas video.